My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be looking at the foundation of your soul contract with your person, and then we're going to systematically work our way through until we get to the projected outcome for your connection based on the current energy or based on the current trajectory that you are moving in. Now, we're not going to get the whole contract between you and this person. We're going to get what Spirit thinks is relevant at this time and perhaps something that they want you to work on. Okay? In the extended, we're going to look at the karmic contract, the fundamentals or foundation of that contract. We're going to work it through just as I'm going to show you here. And then we're going to look at the ultimate outcome of this connection based on the current energies. Okay? So let us begin. I'm going to be using the Akashic Tarot. Now, the Akashic Tarot is only 62 cards, so it's not like the usual tarot card deck. And just like all tarot decks, it's really just a prompt to intuition, right? There's no need for any kind of pedantic steadfastness to the purest interpretation of the cards. Cards are always just meant to trigger your intuition. And that's why we can use so much different media to do divination readings. Tarot cards are just one divination tool. All right, so what we have here, we have the Two of Cups and the Winged Messengers. So it feels like right now we have spirit, source energy. We have messengers, we have guys trying to get you guys back to this table here. Maybe you guys took some sort of hiatus, each person in detaching in their own way. But it feels like there's a concerted effort from Spirit to come back here and arrange some sort of fated meeting between both of you, because you've grown. You are the Queen of Pentacles here, right? You're on top of your throne and you're seeing things objectively. You have a beautiful perspective on what's happening. And perhaps so too your person, right? We have the Two of Wands in reverse here. And the Two of Wands for me goes to the Ace of Wands. So it feels like decisions are being made on both sides. And the decision that's being made on both sides is to heal your heart. This is what this card represents. It's committing to heart healing. All right, let's have a look. Now, yeah. So we're going to ask Spirit for the foundation of the contract between you guys. Let's have a look. What's meant to happen here? We have the King of Swords. And that's about truth speaking. It's about diplomacy as well. Let's get out the other card. It's about seeing the truth. We have King of Cups in reverse. And King of Cups in reverse for me is the covert narcissist. That's an interesting lineup. We have the Six of Cups in reverse, the War of the Roses in reverse, and we had the Queen of Pentacles before, and now the King of Pentacles has appeared. All right, so what's meant to happen? Oh, there's a card that's off screen. Just give me a moment. Okay, it's there. So it feels like a progression here. Let me put this way. No, this is a progression. So it's a Six of Cups in reverse. The King of Cups, the King of Swords, and then the King of Pentacles. So a lot of masculine energy, both distorted and divine, represented here. I feel like, well, not feel like, this is what I'm seeing in the cards. It feels like in this lifetime, both of you guys are meant to come in and have some really shitty childhoods, okay? We have the Six of Cups in reverse. I mean, and these childhoods could center around abandonment, could center around loss, growing up with parents who, like, literally waged war with each other, or, yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Or growing up with parents who may have had dysfunctional relationships toxic love relationships where there's always some kind of push-pull energy and dynamism and just so much volatility in their relationships. That's what it looks like. And then from seeing this, from witnessing this, from this being modeled, you grow up, both of you guys, with some narcissistic tendencies. Okay? The King of Cups reverse for me represents the energy of manipulation, right? Emotional manipulation in particular. So it's where we're trying to control other people, or we're doing things covertly or in a kind of sneaky roundabout kind of way in order to get our needs met. We're not coming right out like the King of Swords would and speak our needs and communicate, right? There's always some kind of manipulation going on behind it, or there's some kind of histrionics, or people doing the guilt tripping and the whole shebang, because that's what you guys would have learned by watching your parents, people in victim mode, and a lot of blame and shame, and this is what you learned. And it looks like you go through a period where this is what your relationships look like. Feeling victimized, feeling rejected, feeling abandoned, okay? And then everything that arises out of that, not being able to trust and all that sort of thing. So it feels like this is how you guys begin. And then it looks like things get to such a point in these karmic relationships for both of you guys that you reach this moment of truth. And in this moment of truth, you're looking at everything objectively, because this is something that the King of Swords is really good at. He's really good at seeing both sides of the fence and being objective and recognizing that many truths can exist all at once. Right? The truth of your parents and their story, the truth of you, your story, the truth of your partner, your story, and then honoring all stories, really understanding where everybody's coming from and stepping into that place of compassion where you're able to forgive others and forgive yourself. And I say forgive yourself last, and it's not because it's the least important thing. It's just that sometimes it's the hardest thing to do. Forgiving yourself and then creating stability where you're able to be a good partner to someone else. And when you are embodying that energy of being a good partner to someone else, you're able to attract a partner that is very much embodying the same. If you're still attracting some shitty people into your life, there's something else that is going on there that you may need to look at. Or maybe they're coming along to test to see if you have learned your lesson around these issues, especially around, boundary setting and boundary maintaining, right? So I feel like this is the story, right? Moving through all this pain, all this trauma, being able to get to that place. Remember we talked about that kind of healing plateau where you're able to see everything objectively, and now you have tools to deal with whatever is to come, because there will always be things that will come. There will always be healing that needs to be done. But you get to a place on this journey where you're healed enough that you're able to look at things objectively, and you're able to apply the tools that you've learned to any situation. So you're just not in a reactionary kind of mode all the time, or defensive mode all the time. You're objectively able to weigh a situation and recognize what's the appropriate action that needs to be taken at any given time. So it feels like this is meant to be you guys' story. Okay. And the King of Pentacles, he is husband material, spouse material, wife material. So it feels like you guys are meant to be made ready for a relationship through all your experiences that you are going through. And this is someone coming to make an offer. So it feels like there's a relationship that's meant to be had. We have a castle in the back. So it feels like 10 of Pentacles. So you're meant to be happy without somebody else, but you are meant to be happy. And there's always the opportunity here to create family, your own family, to have a relationship. However you conceptualize the Ten of Pentacles to be, there's the opportunity for that, because this is what comes to the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. It is opportunities, and you will get choice. You will have choice. Okay? Now, let's look at what lessons or blessings are you guys experiencing at this time. On this side will be divine feminine, and then this side will be divine masculine. Underneath the deck, we have male, female. Now, when we see this male, female card, what it usually means is, oh my goodness, 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. My nephew called. Sorry. He was buying some gluten-free bread for me there. All right, so maybe there's been interference in your relationship, but this male to female card means that in this life you switch roles, okay? So in your previous, if you are female in body or female presenting in this lifetime, you would have been in a male body in a past lifetime. I also think as well that you're meant to experience the extremes of duality and then come back into balance or equilibrium, because this is the beauty of the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, yes, he's very powerful, especially in the material world. So he has that down packed in terms of his masculine energy, because he's controlling money, right? And masculine energy is about power and can be about control. But what differentiates the King of Pentacles from the other kings is his ability to nurture. He is the father energy, right? That ability to nurture, that ability, to create, the ability to, it keeps coming back to nurture. So he's almost like an empress in that way, right? He's the most empress-like king, right? So it feels like you're meant to experience the extremes of duality and then come into center as this being that is whole, that is able to both take action and exercise the power, but also to nurture, to create. All right, what lessons or blessings are you guys learning? All right, for divine feminine, we have orphan. Well, divine feminine is dealing with their abandonment issues. And I think we spoke about that in the last video, and how abandonment issues may manifest itself in our life, and the things that we do so that we're not abandoned. And at the same time, we want people in our life, but not being able to trust the people in our life, right? So divine feminine is dealing with their abandonment issues. What else? We have trees, and trees is the get grounded card. And there's also a mother wound that is coming through. So we have some mommy issues or issues with the person who would have modeled the feminine energy to us. Now, when we have issues with our mother, right? We have issues with receiving love, right? Because we feel unworthy. I mean, if our own mother can love us, can support us, then who could love us and support us, right? That's the question we're always unconsciously asking ourselves. So we find it very difficult to receive, even to receive something like a compliment, right? Because we feel like we're undeserving. Not even a mother could have loved us. And we have problems accepting or receiving from the universe because our third eye is shut off. Spiritual energy, psychic energy, intuition is all receptive. So when we have the mother issue, we have mother issues or mommy issues, we have difficulties with receiving from the great mother, the Universe. So this is what Divine Feminine is dealing with at this time. Divine Masculine. Now, trees are also about ancestors. So maybe there has been a tradition, for want of a better word, a tradition, a history of mommy issues or abandonment by the mother, whether that's emotional or physical, in your ancestral line. Divine Masculine, we have the High Priest or Priestess. So learning how to embrace the feminine, the inner feminine. So it feels like you guys are powering through the same thing. And then we have wars and battles, and we always kind of associate this with masculine energy because it's about power. Okay, it's on masculine side. So it feels like this male female energy that we picked up on at the bottom of the deck, both of you guys are powering through that. Okay, we have the High Priestess here, or High Priest. Either way, it's receptive energy. And then we also have the war and battles, masculine energy. So it's trying to bring these two polarities into balance with each other so that we can create balance within ourselves. I had to pause the video, and it's interesting that happened because we were just talking about mommy issues, and the neighbor next door, she's not usually loud, launched off into this diatribe with her young son. He's about 11 years old, with her young son, talking about him playing games too much, playing video games too much, and he had to be more disciplined. And I'm like, well, you losing your shit isn't modeling anything appropriate to him, especially not about discipline. But she's a teacher, so I feel like she's overstimulated. I know about that. My mother was a teacher too, and so was I. So I know how difficult it is. But still, this is what you're modeling to him. What do you expect him to do? Anyways, yeah, so he's gonna have his own mommy issues to power through when he's older. Hopefully he can do that before he has a meaningful relationship with somebody else, but it doesn't always work out that way. All right, so the next question we're going to ask: where are you guys in this soul contract at this time? We have the Scribe in reverse, Hangman in reverse. I'll get two for each person. We have Balance, 7 of Wands. So it feels like you, Divine Feminine, you've done a good job with balancing this masculine and feminine energy, which you're meant to do. Okay? And you're taking action on it. Now the scribe doesn't just record. The scribe also studies, right? So it feels like you studied for that exam and you've passed. So you have done a good job with balancing your masculine and feminine energy and creating balance into your life. And Divine Masculine, we have 3 of Cups in reverse, and it says loving elementals in reverse. And then we have the Lookout in reverse, and that's a Star card in reverse, card number 17 in reverse. So it feels like you might be doing just a little better than the masculine, because the masculine right now, for some of you guys, there might be a third party connection, and maybe it's interesting that we would want to look at the karmic relationship in the extended. There's a third party connection there, and it feels like things aren't going so well. There are hurt feelings on both sides of the fence of their connection, and it feels like things are falling apart. Let me pull some cards on this. Let's see this. The Scribe and 7 of Wands for Divine Feminine. The World. you've ended some big karmic cycle where you've been out of balance. A big karmic cycle that your abandonment issues took you to. So you are right on track as to where you need to be in the karmic relationship. And we see you here standing up as the Empress. So you are who you're meant to be. And let's see. Divine Masculine. We have the Four of Wands reverse. So it feels that there's some sort of established relationship or established family tie that is being deconstructed at this time. And that's the reason for their unhappiness. They're in the Eight of Swords, which is freeing themselves from toxic relationships, toxic ideologies that may have kept them trapped and stuck in the past. So it looks like you have ended a karmic cycle, but they are ending a karmic cycle. So they're just like one step just behind you guys. Okay. Now let's ask Spirit, what is the highest outcome for this connection within a month of you watching this reading? Not a month, sorry. Within a year of you guys watching this reading. Highest outcome from this connection within a month. Sorry, within a year, sorry. We have Archangel Michael. So that heart healing that you're meant to do, the healed heart. And then we have the Two of Cups, where you guys meant to be. Because we said that, Spirit is working hard to get you guys here back at the table, right? So it feels like there's a reunion within a year's time. And then the highest outcome for this connection based on the current energies. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Architect in reverse. And we have the Devil in... Oh, because I was like, okay, I get that. So what happens, it looks like there's some sort of... Well, the word that is coming, principality. But there's an established template. Because that's what the architect makes me feel like. Structure, template, blueprint. This is what it is. There's an established blueprint of card number 15, which is the Devil, which is a card of codependency that is destroyed forever. Both for you and for your ancestry. And remember, that's what you guys were meant to do. So there's a dysfunctional template that is destroyed forever. That is the highest outcome for this connection. Beautiful. So whatever you're doing right now, keep on keeping on, because you guys are right on track to accomplish everything that you guys set out to accomplish in this lifetime, which was the destruction of a damaged, dysfunctional, obsolete blueprint of codependency. So in the extended, we're going to do this with the karmic relationship and see what's going on. If you can't join me in the karmic reading, let me just get one last bit of advice for you, and we're going to close this off. Can I ask you to subscribe to the channel, to like this video, put a comment down below. It can be a heart emoji, or if you want to share, I would love to hear about your own story. And it says the jewel within the teardrop. And that's the lesson behind the pain. Okay? Let's see what it is here. We have the message. And it says positive news. Positive outcome. Which is exactly what we just picked up on there. And it's a card number 28. Which reduces to 10, which is the ending and the beginning. All right, let's have a look. The anxious wait is nearly over, and a time of celebration is near. You will soon receive good news. This may come from a land far away, or may come from someone close to you. In any case, an issue of major importance has a positive outcome. This may relate to you or to someone dear to you. What a relief. You can now rest easy in the knowledge that all is well. Thank the universe for the blessing and give thanks to the earth and the stars also. Remember that our lives are forever held in their eternal embrace. Whether we know it or not, we are surrounded always by unconditional love. And the mantra here is, I thank the earth and stars for every blessing. I give thanks for the love that fills and surrounds me. I am loved unconditionally by the benevolent universe. My mind is full of light. My heart is forever grateful. So, Spirit is saying, you may have gone through some tough things in this lifetime, and it was meant to happen. But just because it was meant to happen doesn't mean it was easy, right? You may have gone through some tough things, but there's always a blessing in the lesson, and it looks like both of you guys are embracing that. And the outcome is positive news, both for you and your ancestral line, and for the job that you came to do. Okay? So that was your reading. If you can join me in the extended, we're going to look at the karmic contract. Okay? Take care.